Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Recommend. Hello. And today we're going to be doing a little overview of the Fepzong mini projector. It's supposed to be, or at least it's being advertised as a portable projector, which is one of the many lies that seem to come with this product. It's sold on Amazon, averaging for $99.99, and spoiler alert, guys, it's definitely not worth that price. Now, it was a gift to me from my fiance. She got it for 30 bucks. It was on sale for a little while, and this overview is going to be looking at this at a $30 price point. Again, $99. Stay far away from this. Now, this is advertised as a HD projector, 1080p, and supposedly it takes HDMI, USB, and VGA. Now, first lie or second lie, according to this, there is no VGA port on this whatsoever. For some reason, when you look at the manual, they think this is a VGA port. Obviously, this is a USB port, so I don't know what they're talking about. And there is no adapter from VGA to USB that's included with this unit. So, what is included is your 12-volt 2-amp power brick. And you do get a, as you see here, little cable here from phone jack to RCA. So you do get this adapter. As you see, this is for normal 240p picture quality. You don't get any higher with this RCA connection, so just keep that in mind. And that plugs into the little AV socket here. You do have a headphone jack. You have what is this here? I'm trying to see in my lighting. Okay, this is a micro USB. And you have your micro SD card slot for things like MP4s and things like that I don't think most people are going to be using this for. On the side, you have your HDMI in, not out, in, and your USB port, as well as an on-off switch that's supposed to be for the battery, and your DC in. Now, you can power this either by the DC in or by the micro USB port, but I've left it charging overnight, and I have not yet been able to get any kind of battery power to run this off of battery power. So either this thing is busted, or they're not advertising this correctly. You know, no truth in advertising. But considering everything about this that I've seen, I'm not surprised. You do have your lens here and your focus knob. So this is how you focus it. Your power button. And your menu button, and I forgot what the rest of these are, but basically to get you through your menu options. And this is for your remote. So it does come included with the remote, but it's IR based, so of course you have to literally use it from behind it, so have some kind of line of sight, or it will not work. Now again, this is advertised as a 1080p projector, and it's a half truth, because it will accept 1080p via the HDMI slot. But here's what they don't tell you, and it's actually on the box, which is funny enough. The native resolution is 240, so 320 by 240, so it handles 240p. Everything else that you put in here will be downscaled or down converted to this 240p resolution. So basically, just imagine somebody taking, say, your old Nintendo DS bottom screen and upscaling it, blowing it up to 50 inches, or just take an old school CRT TV and just blow it up to 50 inches. It's not going to look good, and that's the problem with this projector. So I don't recommend it whatsoever. Now, here's all the various things that it supposedly accepts. I'm not going to sit here and test all these formats on such a low resolution projector. Here's all the different resolutions that it will take and downscale to 240p. So what I am going to do for you guys is I'm going to plug it in to a PlayStation 1, since that's 240p, and we're going to test out some games so you guys can get the picture quality of this. Now, another thing about it is it's very dim. So if you have any kind of light, you'll barely be able to see it. I literally had to close all my curtains, shut turn off all my lights, literally shut off any kind of light that came into the room, so just so you guys can see this, as you'll see in the video. But I'm gonna go ahead and try it out for input lag and see the clarity of the text, and we'll come back and we'll give the final verdict. Welcome back. As you can see, I have Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is a game that is in 240p for the original PlayStation. And you can see the PlayStation that I'm highlighting right here. And you can also see the projector itself right in front of it. I have it hooked up via composite connection, since that seems to be the native connection for this projector. And HDMI frankly looks terrible, since it's down converting any source from 1080p, 720p, or even 480p down to 240p, which is the native resolution of this projector. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the game and let you guys make your own decision about the quality of the picture.
Such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
So as you can see, video quality looks pretty bad. Picture quality is pretty low. You can barely make out the text, and the funny thing is that you can actually see it better via the camera than you can in person, which is usually backwards. Usually you see stuff on the camera and it looks worse than what you see in person. This is the other way around. It looks a little cleaner on the camera than it does when you actually see it in person. So in terms of input lag, it seems to be pretty good, and I'm guessing that's because the picture, it's a native 240p picture via composite. So there's really nothing to up convert or down convert. It should just be putting the picture straight through, which should limit any input lag. But even when I did play with 1080p and anything higher than 240p, the input lag seemed pretty low. Unfortunately, what good is low input lag if you can barely make out the picture? That's pretty terrible, right? But to further test the input lag, I'm gonna go ahead and play Parappa the Rapper, at least the first stage of it, and we'll see if it's playable. Rhythm-based games are a great indicator of input lag because obviously if there's input lag, you're not going to be able to match anything to the beat. And Parappa the Rapper tends to be one of those games that is not very forgiving in terms of timing, so we're going to try it out now. This is actually as clean as I can get the text, guys. So, as you can see, at least with native 240p material, it's very low input lag. So, let's get back to my final review. So, as you saw, guys, this thing is pretty terrible, even with 240p. Now, the camera did actually, for once, make something look better than it does in person, which is backwards. But what can I say? But even with that said, it's pretty bad when it comes to picture quality. So even for $30, I cannot recommend this whatsoever. Stay away, save your money for something better. At $99, which is the actual price, stay far, far away from this thing. It is not worth your money. Even for kids, most kids are used to some kind of HD tablets nowadays. So I think even kids will be annoyed with this thing. Stay away, and that's the final verdict. If you enjoyed this video, of course, come back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next video.